Hey everyone, this is Ted Canto. Thank you for joining us. If you're watching this video, you're likely one of the countless millions of Americans who are wondering what's going to happen to their next mortgage payment. Now, with over 16 million people filing unemployment, that number keeps growing and it's getting scary, and we get it. So one thing is for certain, this is something we've never experienced before. It's been unprecedented. And we're all left wondering what's going to happen with our mortgage payment, let alone our other bills. So on this video, I want to walk you through all of the possible options and what to expect in the housing market in the coming months during this pandemic, so you can make the best decision for you and your family at this time. Stay tuned, we're going to be right back. Hey everyone, welcome back. Before we dive in, I want to simply say we're with you. We want you to know that these are unprecedented times in our history, and frankly speaking, it's a little scary for some of us. So we're going to do our best on the Ted Canto team to reach out to you with as much information as possible to get you informed. And at the same time, if you have any questions, you have any doubts about anything, please do reach out to us. Again, we're here to help. We're here for you during this time. Yes, I help people and families finance their home. However, this is not that time. We want to basically be a resource for you and the community. So do reach out to us when you have any questions whatsoever. We're going to be readily available. You can always drop an email, a text, or just pick up the phone and give us a call. We'd be more than welcome to speak with you. And we definitely welcome your calls. So just let me start off with saying that if you're one of those people who are lucky to be labeled essential business or jobs, or your company allowed you to work from home, or you're self-employed and your business is still thriving, I'd advise you to make your mortgage payment. If you can, if this is not going to cause any financial stress on your family and your home and your situation, do make your mortgage payment, because I'm going to get a little deeper into that. I'm going to give you some ideas and some policies as to what's happening when it comes to making your mortgage payment. So again, only if it's not going to cause you any financial harm, make your mortgage payment, and the rest is going to be explained in a second here. Now, the reason that we're going to be diving into this is that there are two distinct differences in the options that you have available for you. One of them being forbearance and one of them being deferment. And it's way too early to exactly know how that's going to affect your credit report. Now, the CARE Act by law states that it's not to be reported as a derogatory on your credit report. However, it is being reported as a forbearance or deferment depending on which option you choose. Now, that said, it does take it out of the credit score equation, and your credit score is dropping. However, when you finish your forbearance or deferment period, your score goes back up. However, we still are not clear on whether that's going to be labeled permanently that you took a forbearance or a deferment, and how that's going to play out and affect you when you're trying to get financing later on in the future. Now, if you're unable to make your payment, these are the two main options. Again, deferment and forbearance. And in social media, you're going to hear a lot of talk about this, and they might sound somewhat similar, but I can assure you they're not. So let's dive in. Basically, deferment means we're taking the amount of money that you're not making payments on and tacking it onto the back of the loan, or adding extra months to the loan term. So you are going to be paying. It's just a matter of when and how. It's not forgiveness. You will be paying at some point in time for those months that you missed. Now, the other option, it's not so simple. It's called forbearance, and you're likely hearing about that. This will be tricky because, unlike deferment, you're going to likely end up with a lump sum payment. So let's just use a real life example, okay? Let's just say that your mortgage payment is $1,000. Now, you don't make your payment. You go into a forbearance, and you don't make your payment in April. You don't make your payment in May, and you don't make your payment in June. Now, that's 3 payments. But now July comes around, and you have to make your payment. So now you own April, May, June, and July. That's a whopping $4,000. A lot of people won't have that money available to them when the time comes up, and that's when problems can arise. So This isn't going to work for a lot of people. And the reason being it's not going to work for a lot of people is because we're trying to survive during this pandemic. We're trying to do what's best to make sure that we get through it sound and somewhat financially okay. And especially we got to feed our family. So going into forbearance, it can be a big risk. I can't stress enough to get everything in writing, especially when you're talking to your mortgage lender or servicer, and make sure you understand your options, but make sure you get it in writing. Don't call them and hang up the phone without asking for something in writing. Now, that said, if you're one of those families that are in need of this assistance, call the number at the top of your mortgage statement. And, as I mentioned before, there's over 16 million Americans filing unemployment, and expect long wait times. It's not going to be easy, right? However, stay on the phone, wait it out, get somebody on the line, but just do expect a long wait time while on the phone. Now, simply asking forbearance isn't going to just cut it. You got to let them know, make it very crystal clear that you have lost income or you have lost employment. Because I've heard stories where people call and ask to be entered into this program and they get rejected, and solely because they did not specify or were not clear on specifying that they've lost their employment and lost their income. So I hope you take away some information here that can help you. And definitely, like I said, you can always reach out to us if something's not clear. But if you are one of those families that absolutely needs this help, definitely call your servicer, find out what their policies are, get it in writing, be crystal clear about you being unemployed. However, what I will advise is do not stop making your mortgage payment until you speak to your loan servicer. Again, if you found some information here that's valuable, please share this video, drop a comment below, give us a call. We'd be more than happy with you. In the meanwhile, stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll talk to you soon.